Hi guys, welcome to our daily encounter. In our reading in the Old Testament, we're in the section in which Solomon is building the temple for the Lord. This was the temple, the house that David desired to build for the Lord, but he was told not to because his hands had shed too much blood, and that task was left to his son, Solomon. And as we read about the construction of the temple, we see that it was a glorious building, so beautiful and immaculate, a wonderful place that was made, and Solomon spent lots of money and lots of man hours to get this temple built. But as we read about how wonderful this temple was that Solomon built, we have to remember that that's not ultimately what the Lord desired. Yes, the Lord appreciated the fact that David wanted to build him a house. He definitely blessed Solomon's efforts in constructing the temple for him. But Isaiah chapter 66 teaches us that that's not really what the Lord desired, nor was it really what the Lord needed. It says in Isaiah 66 in verse 1, "Thus says the Lord, heaven is my throne, and the earth is my footstool. Where then is a house you could build for me? And where's a place that I may rest? For my hand made all these things. Thus all these things came into being, declares the Lord." All these wonderful, beautiful things that Solomon was using, these different precious stones and the gold and all the different cedar woods and all these things that he was having imported in to build this temple, they all belong to the Lord in the first place. He created all those things. And so here in Isaiah 66, he's reminding the people that, you know what, you make a big deal about the temple and you think it's really what it's all about, what your relationship with me is all about. But ultimately, I created all these things in the first place. And earth is just my footstool. How much more so any house that you could build me? As a matter of fact, Stephen's going to borrow from this in our reading tomorrow in Acts chapter 7 and actually quote from Isaiah 66 to counteract the accusations that were levied against him that he was speaking against the house of God. And this same idea is brought out there. And this becomes all the more wonderful, and it ties so much more to what Stephen is saying when you read the next phrase here. After he says, in verse 2 of Isaiah 66, "For my hand made all these things, thus all these things came into being, declares the Lord," he says, "But to this one I will look, to him who is humble and contrite of spirit, and who trembles at my word." That is what is precious to the Lord. More than all the silver, all the gold, all the wonderful, expensive wood and the precious stones, is someone who is humble, contrite of spirit, and who trembles at his word. That, in the Lord's mind, is the most valuable thing. And it is to those people that the Lord comes with his presence and dwells with them. And that was kind of the point of what Stephen was saying in Acts chapter 7. And it's with these type of people that the Lord would build his church. In Matthew chapter 16, the Lord said, or he told actually Peter, he says, "I also say to you that you are Peter, and upon this rock I will build my church, and the gates of Hades shall not overpower it." The Lord came, that is, Jesus came to build a church, not a temple made with hands, but the church. In 1 Corinthians chapter 3 and verse 16, it says, "Do you not know that you are a temple of God, and that the Spirit of God dwells in you? If anyone destroys the temple of God, God will destroy him. For the temple of God is holy, and that is what you are." What a wonderful thing that the Lord sees us as more valuable and more precious than that wonderful, immaculate temple that Solomon built. And he wants to dwell with us, not because we're expensive as far as in a material way or in a monetary way, but because we are those who have a humble heart and a contrite of spirit, and we tremble at God's word. That is valuable. That is a precious currency for the Lord. And how wonderful it is that he makes his home with people such as that. and wants to live with them, dwell with them, have a relationship with them, and live out or be close to them throughout the rest of their lives. And so let's be thankful that as we read about Solomon's temple, that the Lord values us more than that temple. And he wants to dwell with us personally and in a very close way. And let's live that out by drawing close to him in prayer and fellowship and communion, by reading his word, praying over his word, worshiping him, praising him all day long, and to allow his presence to come and really manifest itself and to be a very real thing in our lives. So let's think about this today as we do our reading today. With that, guys, I do thank you for watching the video today. Hope you guys have a great day. Love you guys. God bless.